Thank you, Representative Graves. The chair recognizes the chair of the full committee, Representative Defazio of Oregon.
I thank the chair. Ranking Member Graves already talked a little bit about the extraordinary number of flights compared to earlier, and the noise issue. But we've got to look to the future, where we're looking at perhaps 10 billion passengers in 2040, 90 million flights. You know, this is going to have an impact. I'm particularly interested in the testimony we'll hear about new technologies, bypass technologies, other things that relate to engine design or the hull and configuration of the airplane that can further mitigate noise. I'm pleased that we have the CLEAN program, and we are making money available and doing research and moving in that direction. The other issue has been with next gen and performance-based navigation. The FAA did a pretty miserable job of communicating about this with communities. With Mike Capuano, former member of the committee, I sat through a number of meetings with the FAA. And, one question we had, which never really ever got answered, was, would it be possible just not to run the same PBN every day over exactly the same place every day of the week? And, could there be dispersed or lateral tracks? And I think this is something that hasn't been, I know it's expensive and time-consuming to develop alternatives to one approach. But I think that's something that hasn't been fully explored by the FAA. And then, of course, we will hear some criticism of their outreach thus far, although it appears that they're putting in place new parameters that hopefully will do a better job of listening to people in the impacted communities. And then the mitigation on the ground, the use of AIP funds. I'm pleased that we did, through the IIJA, make available more funds through AIP, which could be used for, soundproofing, noise barriers, acquiring land in flight paths or future flight paths, so as to mitigate the problems. I'm looking forward to hearing from a range of witnesses on what the solutions will be or could be as we move forward, so that we continue to make progress. It's great that, Ranking Member Graves talked about one particular area and the complaints by just a few individuals multiplied, but I've been in other cities where it is way more widely dispersed and doesn't just involve a few individuals. And we've got to deal with that as we continue to assist the aviation sector in its future growth. With that, Mr. Chairman, I look forward to hearing from the witnesses. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. We'll now turn to our witnesses. We'll be hearing testimony